Okay. Soto gets a bat on this one, fouls it off down the third base line, and out of play. Thomas Soto coming into the game batting .305. That is sixth best on the club and a league-leading 29 stolen bases to go along with 19 walks, which leads the team. 2-1 the count here on Thomas Soto. Strike two called off the outside edge of the plate. 2-2 on Thomas, the four-year Miller from the University of Texas at Dallas. Breen comes set, the 2-2. And swung and hit in the air to center field. Back is Montz to make the catch for one away. Thomas Soto opens up, flying out to the center fielder. One away here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Chris Franks, the center fielder, will come to the plate here. Well, we had a good time with all these guys yesterday at the team bonding session at Freedom Stables, Equestrian Riding Stable, just southeast of Moose Jaw, officially part of the community of Pasqua, Saskatchewan, and got to spend good time with Will Franks. The guys, while I was there, were not riding horses. I heard, did you end up going there, Jenna? Did you see him on the horses? You did? Yeah, it was after I left. Well, I know Caden Ransom got on one. His mom's promised to send me a photo, but they were shooting pool, singing karaoke. Slider inside for a ball 2-0 from Quinn Breen. This is one of the closest teams I've ever been with after being with quite a few teams over the years. And good reason why they're 18-11 within striking distance of first place in the division. Ball three high, 3-0 on Chris Franks. Leads the club in RBIs with 31, sixth in the league. Brady Bye leads in that category with 39. Of these Regina Red Sox, he stands at third base. The 3-0 on Franks upcoming, and it's outside for ball four. And Chris Franks is aboard with a walk here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Again, this is the resumption of a suspended game from June 23rd when the Millers were leading 9-2 and the rain hit and hit hard and fast that night. I don't know how long we hung around, but it's felt like a long time before they called it. And Ry Pathekos, the skipper of the Red Sox, like, we can't play in this. 6-foot puddle at first base that night, but the field is in great conditions here tonight from the solid work of the Millers and City of Moose Jaw people. Will Edwards is at the plate here for Regina, or for Moose Jaw, the right fielder from Sioux Falls. Fouls this one back, 0-1. And for the families that are in from mostly across the U.S., great timing to be part of really they're telling me the first ever team bonding session the club's had. Certainly the first ever out there at Freedom Stables, but Lonnie Wallachek, spent good time with him. The Ransom family, the Summers family from Dallas, Georgia, the pitcher Maddox Summers, his folks here. I'm going to forget somebody, so I'll apologize. Gio Lugo's mom, Lily, of course. Runner goes. Here's the throw down to second, and safe with a foot first slide is Chris Franks. Tenth stolen base for Chris Franks on the season, and now a runner in scoring position here. One away in the bottom of the fifth inning. Millers leading at 9-2 in the resumption of this suspended game. Pleased to have you aboard on FloCollege Baseball. No matter whom you're following, Red Sox, Millers, or just a fan of the WCBL. 2-1 the count here on William Edwards. This one is low and away. Ball three. Eduardo Sainz is on deck for Moose Jaw. This one club foul down the third base line. Got around and chatted with as many of the players as I could yesterday. Jacob Keelays comes to mind. He says the Keelays family in Wallkill, New York enjoys the shout-outs and says indeed they do stay up on those late, long hours, those late games, so we appreciate that. And what a great young man Jacob Keelays is. It's been a real pleasure to have him around in this ball club for a few seasons now. 3-2 the count on Will Edwards. Boreen with the delivery. Strike 3 called. And that's 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Will Edwards slams his bat at the dugout. Eduardo Saenz comes to the plate now for Moose Jaw, the team's second leading hitter at .360. Eduardo Saenz appearing in his 17th game of the season here tonight. Two out, and Chris Franks is at second. Home plate umpire Rod McLeod halts play for a moment. Oh, and 1 the count here on Eduardo. Millers baseball brought to you by Stringham Law, Hawks Agro, and Molson Breweries. 9-2 Millers lead, bottom of the 5th inning as Quinn Boreen looks in. Comes set, and here's the 0-1. Swung on, a roller down to third. Brady By will tag the runner to end the inning. And we'll go to the 6th with the Millers leading it 9-2. And you're watching WCBL Tuesday Night Baseball on FloCollege. All right, welcome back, everybody. Just got the update from Jenna, and I understand the start of our broadcast was cut off, so everything I said off the top of the broadcast, I'll say again. This is the resumption of a suspended game from June 23rd when the Millers were leading 9-2 over these Regina Red Sox, so we picked it up in the top of the 5th inning with 1 out. And we've gotten to this point. Now top of the 6th inning, Jacob Glazner is on the mound for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Quinn Boreen for the Regina Red Sox. And I think that should catch you up to speed. And we'll have a little break after this game. I'm guessing 30 minutes will be the break. The usual, between doubleheaders. And then pick it up with what will be game number 30 of this season. Mateo Pierce, Ty Martinez, and Jake Fowler due up here for the Regina Red Sox. The numbers 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Jacob Glazner on the mound here for the Millers. First pitch swinging, fouled, backing out of play. From Apache Junction, Arizona, and had a nice visit with Jacob yesterday at the team bonding event. And he's part of the guys that we rounded up to get the first makings of the team picture together. Jacob is a leader on this ball club, and when he says jump, a lot of them say how high. So we all gathered out on the patio of Freedom Stables and had a great photo for posterity. Thank you for Jacob for the help in getting the guys all together for that. Facing Mateo Pierre, the catcher for the Red Sox here to open the 6th inning. This one in the dirt. 1-2. Glazner making his 9th appearance. Is a 7.05 ERA and a one-loss record of 5-2 on the season. This one clubbed up the middle, a roller into center field, and Mateo Pierre is aboard with a leadoff single to open the 6th inning, and that'll bring to the plate the designated hitter, number 17, Ty Martinez for the Regina Red Sox. So there were 3 changes for the Red Sox in their lineup from that June 23rd suspended game. First is Mateo Pierre replacing Daniel Castellanos, Jake Fowler replacing Lance Anderson at shortstop, and Ian Montz replacing Mason Tafoya in center field. First pitch in on Martinez is in for strike 1 called, 0-1. Ty Martinez from South Weber, Utah, fouls this one back over toward the Miller dugout. Jeff Freeborn, the pitching coach, jumps out to grab that foul ball. Very proud of his haircut today from Tommy Guns. Curveball outside for ball 1. 1-2 here on Ty Martinez. Jake Fowler is on deck. None out, runner at first here, top of the 6th inning. Glazner delivers. This is a roller down to second. A late hop fielded by Wallachek. Throw to first is in time for 1 away. Ty Martinez grounds out to the second baseman, and Ben Wallachek wasn't fooled despite that taking a dirty hop. Off the lip is the infield. Jake Fowler, the shortstop, and number 7 hitter, comes to the plate for the Regina Red Sox. Lonnie Wallachek here from Kansas. That's Ben's dad. He wanted to clarify. I know all the Wallacheks are watching in and around Kansas right now. He says, I'm not a legend of the Pro Bowling Association. He says, I've only won 2 tournaments, big tournaments. I said, that's more than me. So that's Big Aaron McCracken territory as far as I'm concerned. Had a real good time with Lonnie. He's up for the whole month of July. This one caught the inside edge of the plate. 1-1 the count on Jake Fowler. Chance Deskelchuk is on deck for the Regina Red Sox, who trail this 9-2. Top of the 6th inning. Two and 1 the count on Jake Fowler. This one hit in the gap, left center field. Rounding third is Mateo Pierre. Chris Franks fielding it now in center field, and it is a run-scoring double for Jake Fowler here in the top of the 6th inning. 9-3 now the Millers lead in the top of the 6th as Chance Deskelchuk, the left fielder, comes to the plate here for Regina with Ian Montz on deck. Sean Bavis started this game back on June 23rd. Kagan Baker started for the Regina Red Sox and went opening 3 innings, allowing 6 hits, 7 runs, 5 strikeouts, and walked 4. Making way for Quinn Breen, who's on the mound here tonight. But right now it's Glazner facing the number 8 hitter, Chance Deskelchuk, who wears number 43. Another Regina product, plays at Miles Community College. 1-1 the count here on Deskelchuk. This one tapped in the gap in left center field. They've found a spot there, being waved home as Jake Fowler. It's now 9-4 for the Millers here in the top of the 6th inning. And another run-scoring double, this time for Chance Deskochuk in the 6th inning. RBI double, and we're going to get a mound visit from Jeff Freeborn. We'll step back a moment. 9-4 Millers lead in the 6th on FloCollege Baseball.
Stoppage in play. Card will have another RBC Royal Bank bingo coming up in Game 2. Number 26, Ian Montz.
Center fielder number 26, Ian Montz, comes to the plate here for the Regina Red Sox in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch swinging, foul down the right field line. 0-1. Red Sox have put 2 up here in the 6th inning, 1 away, and a runner at second in Chance Deskochuk. A pair of doubles and a single so far for the Red Sox here in their 6th as Jacob Glazner looks in for the sign from catcher Garen Plummer. Runner goes, and this one gets away from Plummer. It's a stolen base for Chance Deskochuk. Had a great visit with Garen Plummer last night, too, at the team bonding event, and still laughing about Friday night's walk-off RBI double for him in the victory over the Saskatchewan Berries, where he was running all over out in the outfield, being chased by his teammates. Curveball in for ball 2, 2-1 on Montz. He looked like a deer running through the field, didn't he? Well, he was darting back and forth. He said he was just trying to avoid his teammates. He didn't want to get mauled and jumped on. I get it. 2-1 the count here on the number 9 hitter, Ian Montz, the center fielder. That's in for ball 3, 3-1. That one's in the dirt for ball 4, and the Red Sox now have runners on the corners here in the top of the 6th inning. And we'll go to the top of the order. Second baseman, number 11, Justin Samard, comes to the plate here for the Regina Red Sox with Jalen Myers on deck. Defending champions, the Regina Red Sox. What a thrilling league final series they had, winning it on the road in Sylvan Lake in the deciding Game 3. I think we were all watching it on FloCollege that night. Swing and a miss from Samard, 0-1. 9-4, Millers leading here in the 6th inning. He started this resumed game with a 9-2 lead. This one fouled off down the first baseline, 0-2. 1 away here, runners on the corners for the Red Sox. They were up in Saskatoon Monday, lost 20-10 to the division-leading Berries. High and outside for ball 1 on Samard. Two and two. These teams met at Curry Field on Sunday in a doubleheader. This curveball belted again into the gap in left center field, and that'll score a run. Fielded by Pacey Phillips, and it is a run-scoring single for Justin Samard, and it's now 9-5 for the Millers in the 6th inning as Jalen Myers, the right fielder, comes to the plate.
Number 9,
4 hits recorded by the Red Sox so far here in the 6th inning as Jalen Myers, the right fielder, comes to the plate here. Runners at first and second, and 1 out. Red Sox won the opener of that doubleheader on Sunday, 8-4. Millers responded to win the nightcap 8-7 in a heated game at Curry Field. High and outside for a ball, 1-0 here on Jalen Myers, the right fielder from Arlington, Texas. Swing and a miss from Myers, 1-1. He plays collegiately at Doane University, which we're all familiar with. A lot of former Millers have come out of there. 1-1 the count here on Jalen Myers. This one fouled back, 1-2. Strike 3 called, and down goes Jalen Myers looking as Jacob Glazner finds his stuff. And that's the third strikeout for Glazner here in the ball game. And that'll tie him with Weston Wallace for the league lead, 49 strikeouts on the season. The league lead. And we're expecting to hear Walls and Glazner's names as All-Stars. WCBL All-Star Classic coming up July 18th in Saskatoon. Will Toger's at the plate, first pitch swinging, 0-1. Runners go, throw down to third, and safe at third. With the stolen base is Ian Montz. Runners on the corners now here with 2 away. And a 1-1 count on Will Toger, the first baseman. This one popped up in the infield. Thomas Soto waving everybody off, and he'll make the catch at shortstop to retire the side. The Red Sox will leave 2 on, but they score 3, and it's 9-5. Millers going to the bottom of the 6th. Due up for Moose Jaw, Plummer, Phillips, and Bunnell, and you're watching WCBL Baseball on FloCollege.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
And to create new memories. Free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Bottom of the 6th we go in Moose Jaw. 9-5 now the Millers lead. We're brought to you in part by Boston Pizza, Main and Thatcher, 54 Dental, and Canadian Tire. I think there's a lot of folks thinking that this game started at 7 as the ballpark's just now filling up. Stringham Law's the game sponsor, and if you can see this on our FloCollege cameras, they've brought a lot of little orange ducks with them, and the ball players are launching them into the crowd. The fans are loving it. Maddox Summers is one of them. R.J. Patrick is another. He's enjoying it more than the fans. You can see it right behind home plate, I think, on the cameras. Yeah. Beautiful night for baseball. Far better night than the night June 23rd when they suspended this thing. Ooh, and the first pitch is a curveball in from Quinn Barine that got away from him. And plunks Garen Plummer, the leadoff hitter, on the back. He's a hit batsman, and away he goes to first. Pacey Phillips comes to the plate to the strains of Def Leppard here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Braden Bunnell is on deck for the Millers, whose lead's been cut to 9-5. Pacey Phillips from Bismarck State at the plate here for Moose Jaw, facing Quinn Barine, the righty, on the mound for Regina. First pitch swinging, a one-hopper to second, fielded by Samard, and the double play is turned. Pacey Phillips hits into a double play. 4-6-3 on the putout, and that's very promptly 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. This first baseman, Braden Bunnell, comes to the plate here for Moose Jaw. Also learned last night with backup, well, actually I learned it this morning, saw him at the Golden Ticket Sports Center. Off-speed pitch in for strike one, called 0-1 on Bunnell. That the backup catcher, Evan Spiro Yanis, that's how you say the name. He's fluent in 3 languages. Same pitch, a liner back to the mound, and that's caught by Quinn Barine, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And we'll go to the top of the 7th here with the Millers up 9-5. Brady By, Mateo Pierre, and Ty Martinez due up for Regina. 9-5, Moose Jaw leads it here at FloCollege baseball.
All right, I'm back for another round of pro.
Top of the 7th at historic Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw. Brady By, Mateo Pierre, and Ty Martinez due up for the Regina Red Sox, who have closed the gap to 9-5 here in the 7th as Brady By comes to the plate, the reigning SaskTel Player of the Week in the Eastern Division and perennial all-star from the Regina Red Sox. Jacob Glazner, his first delivery is in for strike one, called 0-1. Rod McLeod is behind home plate. Josh Braxma and Connor Joslin are out in the field. 9-5 Millers lead, looking for their 19th win of the year. This one outside for ball one, 1-1. Mentioned these clubs' records are mirror images of each other. Regina 11-18. 5th place in the East. The Millers 18-11. Curveball in for strike two, called 1-2. Millers 18-11. 2nd place in the Eastern Division. This one hit up the middle, and Chris Frank speeds in straight ahead to make the catch for one away. Brady By flies out to the center fielder to open the 7th inning, and Mateo Pierre comes to the plate here for the Regina Red Sox, number 21. Hails from France, plays at Arizona Western collegiately. First pitch swinging. This one, a comebacker over the head of Glazner. Thomas Soto fields it, however, and his throw over is on target for 2 away. Mateo Pierce grounds out to the shortstop. 2 away here in the top of the 7th inning as the designated hitter Ty Martinez comes to the plate for the Regina Red Sox. He grounded out to second back in the 6th inning. None on, 2 out here, top of the 7th. The designated hitter Ty Martinez is at the plate here from Kaiser University. First pitch in for ball 1, 1-0. There will be a 30-minute break between games. Just so you know, here's a roller foul down the first baseline, 0-1. This is a resumed game from June 23rd. It was stopped that night with the Millers up 9-2. It's now 9-5 in the 7th. 20 degrees Celsius at game time here tonight, 67 Fahrenheit, south-southeast wind at 9, and cloudy. 2-1 the count here on Martinez. Jake Fowler is on deck, the shortstop. This one ripped high in the air to right field. Back to the wall goes Will Edwards, and this one is gone. A solo home run by Ty Martinez here. A 2-out solo homer in the top of the 7th inning has made it a 9-6 ball game, and the Red Sox are coming back. Miller's lead's been cut to 3 as the shortstop, number 27, Jake Fowler, comes to the plate here for the Regina Red Sox in the top of the 7th inning. There is action up in the Miller's CNS Builders bullpen right now. 2 out, none on after that bases clearer by Ty Martinez here. Jake Fowler at the plate. Chance Deskelchuk is on deck. Mentioned the 3 strikeouts tonight by Glazner has tied him for the league lead with teammate Weston Walls. Weston still leads the whole league by quite a bit in innings pitched at 46 2/3. Here's a roller to short. One hopper fielded by Thomas Soto, and the throw over is on time, and that will retire the side, but not before the Red Sox put one on the board. And it's 9-6. Moose Jaw going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Due up for them, Rego, Wallachek, and Soto. And you're watching WCBL Baseball on FloCollege.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Get ready for the sweetest baseball event in Canada. All the very best players from around the WCBL will be in the very best city for the 2026 All-Star Weekend. Don't be sour. Get your tickets to the summer's biggest baseball event now. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play.
Bottom of the 7th inning in Canada's most notorious city. Oh, and it's a beautiful time of year here in the Bend City. Flowers blooming, grass green, tourist hub, and the Millers, a very popular spot for visitors traveling through, and good crowd here tonight at the Ross as the Millers try to maintain this victory, 9-6 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Michael Muscles Rego will lead it off here for the Millers in their half of the 7th inning. First pitch, curveball in for ball 1, low and away, 1-0. Ben Wallachek on deck, and Thomas Soto due up for Moose Jaw. Quinn Bareen's second delivery is fouled off down the right field line, not playable. into the just past the Red Sox bullpen. Millers baseball brought to you by Pace Construction. Hawks Agro, partners in agriculture. 9-6 Moose Jaw leads, and 1-1 the count here on Michael Rego. This is first at bat tonight in this one. In the prior game back on June 23rd, Rego had a pair of singles and flied out to first, 2 for 3 at the plate from Bensonville, Illinois. Fouls this one off. 2-2 is Rego, tonight's starting third baseman. Rego batting .286. He's a fan favorite here in Moose Jaw. That did not take long. He's appeared in 25 of the club's games here this season. That's almost all of them. Slider in high for ball 3. Full count here on Rego. Fastball jumped on, a chopper towards short. Up with that Fowler, but not in time. Michael Rego legs it out. He's got the wheels. It's a leadoff single for Michael Rego here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Ben Wallachuk will come to the plate for the Moose Jaw Miller Express with his dad, Lonnie, in the house. I always enjoy my chats with Lonnie. I think that's evident. And a big shout out to the vast Wallachuk clan tuned in. Oh, we had a great visit. It had been a long time in between chats with the great Lonnie Wallachuk last night, and I told him what a big fan I am of his boy. First at bat for Ben here tonight, too, by the way. Curveball in for strike one called on Wallachuk as he takes a look at it, 0-1. Got the lowdown on Ben bowling, too, by the way, Jenna. That photo of Ben bowling is a rare shot. He didn't really care for it. A little slow for Ben, the sport of bowling. This one outside for ball 1, and safe with the slide is Michael Rego to second. Seven stolen base on the season for Michael Rego. Thomas Soto leads the team in that category and league with 29. Wallachuk's next with 18. Again, 7th stolen base on the season there for Michael Rego. 1-1 the count on Wallachuk here. 9-6 the Millers lead's been cut to here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Slider is chopped foul by Wallachuk. Down the third baseline and into the crowd. 1-2 is the count. This one hit in the air, a liner to second base. That is fielded by the second baseman, Justin Samard, for one away. Ben Wallachuk lines out to the second baseman for one away. Top of the order we go. Thomas Soto comes to the plate. They're still talking about what went down on Saturday's Independence Day, 4th of July. Thomas Soto led off the game with a solo shot in that home victory over the division-leading Saskatoon Berries. The Millers took 2 of 3 off the Berries that weekend in entertaining fashion. What a great 4th of July game that is. The Canada Day game is always special, but that was a great one too. This one outside got away from the catcher, Pierre. And to third goes Michael Rego. I feel like the Millers would love to get a run on the board here and stop this 4-run onslaught by the visiting Red Sox. 1-0 the count here on Thomas Soto. Here's a chopper that'll get past the second baseman into right. It's a run-scoring single for the fan favorite Thomas Soto, and indeed, the Millers score their first run of this suspended game, this resumed game. 10-6 now they lead as Chris Franks, the center fielder, comes to the plate for the Moose Jaw Millers, the team's RBI leader from Ashland University. Graduated out of there. (10-6) now, Millers lead, bottom of the seventh inning. 1-0 and 1 on as Franks comes to the plate to face Quinn Barreen, the Red Sox reliever. First pitch is in for strike one called, 0-1 as Franks showed a bunt. Quinn Barreen comes in with an 0-1 record. He's pitched 13 innings this season as a 10.38 ERA. Pickoff attempt, and Soto's back in time. Barreen, or maybe catcher Pierre, has read the book on Soto. League leader in stolen bases as Barreen checks over again. 0-1 the count here on Chris Franks. Runner goes, throw down to second, got him. And that's 2 away here in the top of the seventh inning. Thomas Soto thrown out trying to steal second. That's 2 away with Chris Franks looking at an 0-1 count. Will Edwards is on deck here for the black and yellow. This one fouled off the top of the backstop. 0-2 the count on the left-handed throwing center fielder. Chris Franks, 5'10", 185 out of Worcester, Ohio. Here's the 0-2 from Barreen. Slider, got him looking. And that will end the inning. Put a K on the board, and we'll go to the 8th with the Millers now leading 10-6. Due up for the Regina Red Sox now, Deskelchik, Montz, and Samard. And you're watching WCBL Baseball on FloCollege.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Top of the 8th we go at Roswells Park in Moose Jaw. Chance Deskelchuk, Ian Montz, and Justin Samard due up for the Regina Red Sox, who have scored 4 in this resumed game. 10-6 they trail here. Millers Baseball brought to you by the Moose Jaw Warriors. 2026-27 season tickets are available now. Culligan Water, the official water supplier of your Miller Express, and Tim Hortons. First pitch swinging in the air to center. That's going to drop in for a leadoff single for Chance Deskelchuk to open the 8th here at Roswells Park in Moose Jaw. Follows that up with his RBI double at his last at bat. And the Red Sox have a runner aboard here already in the 8th inning as Ian Montz comes to the plate for the visitors. Center fielder for the Regina Red Sox tonight. Delivery from the lefty Glazner is fouled down the first base line. 1-1. Mons from Lafayette, Louisiana, and plays at Louisiana State Shreveport. Red Sox have had a lot of success with players out of the Cajun state. 6'4", 200 Ian Mons. Outside with this delivery for ball 1, 1-2. Runner heads down to second, and safe at second is Chance Deskelchuk. Darren Plummer is behind home plate for the Millers tonight, catching Glazner. Two and two, the count here on Ian Mons. The number 9 hitter, Justin Samard, is on deck. Glazner checks the runner at second and delivers. That is low for a ball. 3-2 on Mons. Strike 3 called, and down goes Mons looking. Glazer got it with a curve, and that is one away here in the top of the 8th inning. The second baseman, Justin Samard, number 1 hitter, comes to the plate with Jalen Myers on deck. Out of town, Okotoks and Saskatoon scoreless at the next-gen patch at Cairns Field. Top 1. All these games scoreless, in fact. Swift Current at Brooks on a Tuesday night. Medicine Hat at Weyburn. Here is a one-hopper to short. Thomas Soto up with that. A bullet to first is on time for 2 away. Justin Samard grounds out to the shortstop. 2 away as the right fielder Jalen Myers comes to the plate. And we got Mons is down at second base. I didn't see how he went down. What happened? Did you see it? I feel like it was unassisted. It's like he twisted his ankle going back to second, basically. Sylvan Lake scoreless at home against the Lethbridge Bulls, top 1. Earlier final from a first of a doubleheader in Fort McMurray, the Energy City Cactus Rats beat the hometown Giants 3-2. We got new Fortis Alberta power rankings. Came out yesterday at WCBLbaseball.com. We have a new number 1. The Lethbridge Bulls, winners of 9 of their last 10, have taken over number 1 spot in the power rankings in the league. Number 2, the Okotoks Dogs, down a spot. Saskatoon Berries remain in 3rd spot. 4th, the Sylvan Lake Gulls. 5th, these Moose Jaw Miller Express, winners of 6 of their last 10. The Millers 5th in the power rankings. Regina Red Sox 7th, winners of 4 out of their last 10. And coming into the game 5th in the Eastern Division, that's out of a playoff spot. Not familiar territory for the Regina Red Sox. Curveball from Glazner, swung on. 0-1. On the right fielder, Jalen Myers. Will Toger is on deck. They got a pinch runner in for Mons. I think he twisted his ankle going back to second after the Soto play. This one ripped high in the air toward the wall. Pacey Phillips back toward the track, and he'll make the catch to retire the side, and the Red Sox will leave 1 on. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th with the Millers up 10-6, and you're enjoying it all here on FloCollege Baseball. Bottom of the 8th at Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw. Quinn Barine remains on the mound for the Red Sox, the righty from Regina, who plays at Edmonton Collegiate. He'll face Will Edwards, Eduardo Saenz, and Garen Plummer here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 10-6, the Millers lead it. We came into this resumed game with Regina up 9-2. Red Sox got it to 9-6. Millers put one on the board last inning, and 10-6 they lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Will Edwards, the right fielder, comes to the plate here to lead it off. Will struck out last time up, back in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch swinging, a roller to short. That is fielded by the shortstop Fowler for one away. Will Edwards grounds out to the second baseman for one away. And Eduardo Saenz, the designated hitter, comes to the plate here for the Moose Jaw Millers. Eduardo Saenz grounded out to the first baseman last time up. Slider in for strike one, called from Quinn Barine. He's got a lot of tools in the toolbox, this kid. 6'2", 180 out of Regina Sask. Red Sox skipper Ryan Pathakos content to let Barine finish this thing. This in for a ball, 1-1. No action in the Red Sox bullpen. Eduardo Saenz from Laredo, Texas, second-year Miller, watches this one low and away. Ball 2, 2-1 as the sun has come out for the first time this evening. Beautiful night for baseball. As I mentioned, 20 degrees Celsius at game time, 67 Fahrenheit. Southeast wind at 9. Inside for ball 3, 3-1 here on Eduardo Saenz. Had a great chat today with my good friend Mark Tressman on the daytime TV show, the Rod Peterson Show. He's down in Naples, Florida. He asked where I was. I said, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. He said, that is the perfect place to be this time of year. I said, you don't got to tell me, Mark. Former head coach of the Chicago Bears. This one laced up the middle. It'll drop in for a single, and Eduardo Saenz is aboard with a one-out single here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Mark has a new book out, by the way, if you're a football fan, called Teaching the Game, with forewords by Tony Dungy and Steve Young. Shameless plug for Mark. You can pre-order yours and get 20% off with the promo code GAME20. All one word, GAME, the number 20. Teachingthegame.com by Mark Tressman. 25 years in the NFL and 7 in the Canadian Football League, winner of 3 Grey Cups. First pitch outside on Garen Plummer, 1-0. The catcher from Wichita, Kansas at the plate here. 1-0 the count on Garrett. Eduardo Saenz is aboard with a single and one out here. This one low for ball 1, 1-1. Outside for ball 3. 3-0 the count here on Garen Plummer. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Fastball in there for a strike. 3-1. Just to finish off those power rankings, Lethbridge 1, Okotoks 2, Saskatoon 3, Sylvan Lake 4, Moose Jaw 5, Medicine had 6, Regina 7th, Weyburn 8th. This one fouled back and into play by Guerin, 3 and 2. Brooks 9th, Energy City 10th, Swift Current 57's 11th, and the Fort McMurray Giants, who've won just 2 of their last 10, ranked 12th in the Fortis Alberta Power Rankings. You can read it for yourself, all at WCBLBaseball.com. Schedules, scores, news, power rankings, and all the stats of the entire league at WCBLBaseball.com. Full count on Guerin Plummer, the catcher. 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the 8th. Miller's up 10-6. Barine delivers. This one fouled off down the third baseline. 3 and 2. Guerin Plummer at the plate. Pacey Phillips is on deck. Fastball off the outside edge, strike 3 called. Guerin doesn't like it. Got him looking for 2 away. Pacey Phillips comes to the plate now for Moose Jaw with a 10-6 lead, and now 2 away with a runner at first. Robert, Saskatchewan's Pacey Phillips at the plate, 5'9", 180. Veteran Miller out of Bismarck State. And the first pitch is right down the pipe for strike 1. Called 0-1. Last time up, Pacey hit into a double play, 4-6-3, back in the 6th inning. Here we are in the 8th. 10-6, the Red Sox lead. Slider is jumped on and hit a roller into left field for a single for Pacey. A 2-out single. And the Millers now have runners at first and second, with Braden Bunnell, the first baseman, coming to the plate here for Moose Jaw. Braden Bunnell from Mandan, North Dakota, comes to the plate with 2 out here in the bottom of the 8th and runners at first and second. Quinn Barine squints into the sun. Fastball is low and away, ball 1, 1-0. There will be a 30-minute break in between games, by the way. Don't expect anybody to be leaving the ballpark tonight with what a beautiful night it's become, as you see on our FloCollege cameras. Great work by Jenna and her boss, Corey Moore. Would I be accurate in saying? Yeah, I would say that. Fixing that camera in the outfield. This one is fouled off down the first base line. I think you often wonder what happens in between games, why they just can't leave the camera alone out there, huh? Whether it's the Caterpillars or the neighborhood kids or whatever. Or people hitting it with balls, yes. This one fouled off in toward the Red Sox bullpen. 1-1. Quinn Barine on the mound for the Regina Red Sox. He came on in the 4th inning way back on June 23rd. This is the resumption of that game here tonight. It's been a good one, entertaining one. 10-6 Miller's lead here as Barine shakes off the sign. 1-2 the count on Braden Bunnell. Slider fouled back and out of play.
Foul ball for Elkridge Glass. You know Glass, call 631-0883. Remember, they'll bring those back to the minimum for break and we'll take a window for cash.
1-2 the count here on the first baseman. Michael Rago is on deck for the Millers. Millers baseball for end of the roll flooring centers. Bugsy's Irish Pub, which is the game night sponsor here tonight. They've got the luxury suite full of revelers, summer partiers on a Tuesday night. This one in for ball 2, 2-2. Tim Hortons and Sask Pork. 2-2, the count here on Braden Bunnell. 2 out, 2 on. This one fouled off in toward the Miller dugout as Bunnell stays alive. Michael Rago on deck here for Moose Jaw after their 19th win of the season. Tip foul caught by the catcher. 2-2. Bunnell stays alive. Marathon at bat by Bunnell. This one fouled off as well out of the stadium. 3-2, foul ball for Elk Ridge Glass. We know Glass calls 631-0883. This is the last one at home for a while for the Millers, by the way, heading out for 5 in 5. We'll tell you more about that a little later on. This one fouled back and out of play as well, very same spot. I might as well tell you now, Millers will be in Medicine Hat tomorrow to kick off a 5-game homestand. That's Wednesday, July 8th, Thursday at Brooks, Friday, Saturday at Lethbridge, Sunday at Brooks before coming home, day off Monday, and then a 4-game homestand here beginning next Tuesday. A pair against Fort McMurray, a pair against Energy City, and then the All-Star break. This one hit in the air to right. Back gets over the head of the right fielder, Myers. That's going to score 2. A 2-run double for Braden Bunnell. The wait was worth it. A SaskTel Secure Tech double, and the Millers go up 12-6 here in the 8th inning. Two RBI double for Braden Bunnell, the first baseman out of Mandan. That scores Eduardo Saenz and Pacey Phillips and gives the Millers a little bit of breathing room here in the bottom of the 8th inning as Michael Muscles Rago comes to the plate. Not to be confused with Ragu, but both Italian nonetheless. And if you look at that team photo that we snapped yesterday at the team bonding event, he was right in the front row. Michael Muscles Rago with that duster. The lip fuzz that is popular with the players these days. Always smiling, Michael Rago out of Bensonville, Illinois. Very popular player with his teammates. Looking at 1-0. Slider is jumped on, hit in the air to center field. Back, and making the catch is Mons to end the inning. But not before the Millers put 2 on the board, and we'll go to the top of the 9th with Moose Jaw leading 12-6. Due up for the Red Sox, Toger, Bai, and Pierre. We'll be right back on FloCollege Baseball. Top of the 9th at historic Ross Wells Park. Jacob Glazner working into the ninth inning for the hometowners. For the Regina Red Sox, now down 6, going to the top of the ninth. Will Toger, the first baseman, will lead it off. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters are due up for the Red Sox. Will Toger, Brady Bye, and Mateo Pierre. Shadows stretching across the infield here. Beautiful summer night in the Band City as Glazner, the lefty, kicks and delivers. First pitch is pulled foul in toward the Park Hotel Beer Gardens, but stays on the inside of the fence. What's that? Almost at their coach. 0-1 the count here on Will Toger. He flied out to the shortstop last time up and struck out before that. 0 for 4 at the plate in both ends of this game is Toger. Out of Fort Collins, Colorado, plays at Garden City Community College. Swing and a miss from Toger, and down he goes. Strikeout. That will put Glazner officially in the league lead with 50 strikeouts. What a season for Jacob Glazner, the product of Apache Junction, Arizona. Brady Bye comes to the plate, the reigning SaskTel Player of the Week. And the curveball from Glazner is inside for ball 1, 1-0. Mateo Pierre is on deck for the Red Sox. We were 2 outs away back on June 23rd of getting this game called after 5. Didn't happen. Tarps came, they just couldn't play in it. That was a downpour of which we'd had several in the month of June, but looks fantastic here throughout July for baseball and growing conditions. This one ripped into right field by Brady Bye for a base hit. A 1-out single for the third baseman here in the top of the 9th inning. And Mateo Pierre will come to the plate here for the Regina Red Sox. 1 out, 1 on, and they're down 6 here in the top of the 9th inning. We'll have a 30-minute break as soon as this one's over and come back with the nightcap, which will be game number 30 of the season for both teams. Glazner, the left knee, deals, and this one fouled off down the third base line, 0-1. Next home game for the Millers next Tuesday, the Fort McMurray Giants come in. As I mentioned just a while back, ranked 12th in the power rankings for Fortis, Alberta this week. This one fouled off as well. 0-2 the count on Mateo Pierre, the catcher out of France. Ty Martinez is on deck. Ball 1 in the dirt, 1-2 here on Pierre. Daniel Castellanos played the opening half of this ball game back on June 23rd, replaced by Pierre here tonight. Here's the 1-2 from Glazner. Swung on, and down he goes for 2 away.
Number 17, Ty Martinez.
5 strikeouts tonight for Jacob Glazner as Ty Martinez, the designated hitter, comes to the plate here for Regina with 2 out in the top of the 9th, and the Millers leading at 12-6. First pitch right down the middle, of fastball from Glazner, strike 1, called 0-1. Martinez homered last time up, a solo shot back in the 7th inning to right field over the head of Will Edwards. Curveball, here is a one-hopper to second. Ben Wolochuk with the throw to first, and that'll end the ball game.
And that's the first game on
The Millers take it 12-6 in the resumed game. That one is behind us. And we'll take a 30-minute break. And we'll be back picking this thing up at 7:40 Mountain Time. 7:40 Mountain Time. First pitch for the nightcap here tonight. One more time, the Moose Jaw Miller Express 12, the Regina Red Sox 6. We'll see you in 30 here on FloCollege Baseball.
designated hitter number 47, Cooper Jones. Batting 7th is catcher number 21, Mateo Pierre. Batting 8th is right fielder number 40, Rain Krekowitz. Batting 9th is shortstop number 27, Jake Fowler. Their starting pitcher in game 2 is number 18, Samuel Jackson. Now the lineup for your Moose Jaw Miller Express. At shortstop, number 22, Thomas Soto. At center field, number 4, Chris Franks. In right field, number 27, William Mandwer. At first base, number 25, Eduardo Sainz. Your designated hitter, number 32, Braden Bonnell. Catching, number 6, Jacob Mraz. In left field, number 9, Casey Phillips. At third base, number 11, Michael Rago. At second base, number 13, Ben Wachek. And your starting pitcher, number 17, Weston Wall. We will move along if you turn your attention down to field level, and joining Michaela on the mound for our ceremonial first pitch. Representing our game day sponsor, Cole's Yard Care. Let's give a Ross Wells welcome to Jasmine Cole. Great job, Jasmine, and thank you to our game day sponsor, Cole's Yard Care. For the second time, ladies and gentlemen, let's play ball in downtown Moose Jaw.
All right, hi again, everybody. Welcome back to Ross Wells Park in Moose Jaw, or maybe if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome to the nightcap of this doubleheader. They're officially calling it 30 minutes ago. The Millers and the visiting Regina Red Sox finished off the resumption of a June 23rd suspended game, and it ended with a 12-6 Moose Jaw victory. This is your host, voice of the Millers, Rod Peterson. Pleased to be joined by Jenna Moore. Welcome to our presentation of Western Canadian Baseball League action on a Tuesday night here on FloCollege Baseball. And you're in for a treat. Two of the top historic rivals in the Western Canadian Baseball League, the Regina Red Sox, the defending league champions, against the Moose Jaw Miller Express, the club that's won 2 East Division pennants going back to 2022. Looking for a third. That was a big victory, this last one over the Regina Red Sox, just off the field and up the Millers' record to 19-11, temporarily a game and a half off the division lead held by the Saskatoon Berries. Minimal changes to the lineups for the Millers. For the Regina Red Sox, here's their batting order in game number 30 for them. Batting first, the left fielder Jalen Myers. Batting second, the second baseman Justin Samard. Batting third, the center fielder Ian Mons. Batting cleanup, the third baseman Brady Bye. Batting fifth, the first baseman Will Toger. Batting sixth, the designated hitter Cooper Jones. Batting seventh, the catcher Mateo Pierre. Batting eighth, the right fielder Rain Krekowitz. And batting ninth, the shortstop Jake Fowler. Their starting pitcher tonight is number 18, Samuel Jackson, as we get ready for a 7:54 first pitch in this one. It is Miller time from Ross Wells Park in Moose Jaw. 7:54 p.m. Mountain as Weston Walls will get it going here for the Millers. The third-year Miller out of Terrell, Texas. Oh, we had a ball just come rolling in from the Red Sox bullpen, so the home plate umpire Josh Braxma halts proceedings. Weston Walls now second in the league in strikeouts, trailing his teammate Jacob Glazner, who just took over the league lead with 51. Weston enters with 49 as Walls will face Jalen Myers to get underway, and the fireballer opens up Low and away outside for ball 1. And Jacob Glazner, we discovered, courtesy his billet family and those in attendance who may be fond of him, that it was his birthday. Did you know that, Jenna? Did you know that? It was Jacob Glazner's birthday, so he celebrated it with the win against the Regina Red Sox in the last game. I got to go back and check, at the very least, the save. Either way, 1-1 is the count here on Jalen Myers, and it's a birthday that Jacob Glazner will not soon forget. If his family's tuned in from Apache City Junction, you tell me how old he is, because we don't have it here on the roster, but a birthday that Jacob Glazner will not soon forget. 1-1 the count here. As Walls delivers and a swing and a miss from Jalen Myers. 1-2 the count on the left fielder from Arlington, Texas. And I'll get to the Miller's defensive starters here in a second. 1-2 the count here on the leadoff hitter, Jalen Myers. And this one, a liner over the head of Eduardo Sainz, the first baseman. And Jalen Myers is aboard with a leadoff single here in the top of the first inning. For the Millers defensively, Weston Walls is on the mound. The catcher is Jacob Mraz. The first baseman, Eduardo Sainz. The second baseman, Ben Wolochek. The third baseman, Michael Rago. The shortstop is Thomas Soto. The left fielder, Pacey Phillips. In center field, Chris Franks. And in right, Will Edwards, as Justin Simard comes to the plate here for the Red Sox. And the first pitch from Weston is in, caught the top of the strike zone. Strike 1 called 0-1. Justin Simard, the second baseman at the plate. Ian Montz is on deck. This one hit in the air to right. Will Edwards barely has to move for it. The right fielder out of Sioux Falls will make the catch for one away. Justin Simard flies out to the right fielder. Justin Simard was the beer batter for Molson Breweries. 2 beer for $10 for the rest of the inning as the Millers got out the designated beer batter. Ian Montz, the center fielder, comes to the plate here for Regina. 6'4", 200-pound outfielder from Lafayette, Louisiana. Went down with injury here in the opener of this 2-game set, but he is apparently fine here in the nightcap, and he takes the first pitch in from Weston for strike 1, called 0-1. Weston Walls, very popular member of the Millers, making his 8th start of the season, has a 2-1 record. He's the WCBL innings pitched leader at 46 2/3. Forget about being an all-star. This guy might end up as MVP of the league, innings pitched leader. He's expecting to come out of this game as the strikeouts leader, now trailing teammate Jacob Glazner by 2 entering this game. 1-1 the count, and a swing and a miss from Mons, 1-2. And for Weston, a 4.05 ERA. The 1-2 is high for a ball, 2-2. I can't unleash all of my stories right out of the gate, but I know you're dying to know, Jenna, why Weston hasn't shaved his head yet. I know it's keeping you up at night because it's a summer tradition, and he told me last night as we were in the hamburger line, strike 3 called, and down goes Ian Montz for the first strikeout of the night for Weston Walls. Says it's been too cold to shave his head. Hey, makes perfect sense to me. And if it makes sense to Weston, that's really all that matters. So he's got the long, flowing, curly blonde locks. 6'5" righty from Terrell, Texas. Funny what you learn at these team bonding sessions. First pitch fouled off by Brady Bye, the reigning SaskTel East Division Player of the Week. Brady Bye 0-1 at the plate with Will Toger on deck. Outside with the fastball for ball 1, 1-1. The billet family of Kate and Ransom, Jan and Charmaine, were serving at this team bonding session yesterday some tasty South African hors d'oeuvres. Did you have any of those? And you voted on, what are they called? They have a name? This pitch is for a ball, and it got away from the catcher, Jacob Mraz. To second base goes Jalen Myers. Anyways, one was beef, one was vegetarian, and we had to vote on which one we liked the most. Tell me you voted for the beef, Jenna.
I didn't vote.
You didn't vote at all. Okay, she abstained. But I said, as the son of a cattle rancher, I got to vote for the beef. Whew. That was a fun time at Freedom Stables yesterday. Here's a roller towards short. Thomas Soto up with that. The throw to first is routine for Thomas for 3 away. And we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless, Millers and Red Sox, Soto, Franks, and Edwards due up for Moose Jaw. Scoreless here in Moose Jaw on FloCollege Baseball.
This July, the Okotoks Dogs and Baseball Canada will host the Road to Okotoks and the Morneau Cup National Championship at the Siemens Stadium Complex from July 14th to 19th. Come watch the top 16 youth baseball teams from across the country. These are the future stars of Canadian baseball, tomorrow's collegiate standouts and professional players, all chasing a national championship. Don't miss a week of elite competition, unforgettable moments, and the future of Canadian baseball in Okotoks.
Australian and bovine is South African.
Oh.
And it's like a spread.
And can you buy it here? Obviously.
You'd have to go into like the international section. Very top.
Yeah, that was it. That was cool. Okay. Bottom of the first inning at Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw. Thomas Soto will lead it off. Here's the batting order for the 19 and 11 Moose Jaw Miller Express. In game 30 of the year, Thomas Soto is the leadoff hitter. Batting second, the center fielder, Chris Franks. Batting third, the right fielder, Will Edwards. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Eduardo Saenz. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Braden Bunnell. Batting sixth, the catcher, Jacob Mraz. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Pacey Phillips. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Michael Rago. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Ben Wallachek. The starting pitcher for the Regina Red Sox is Samuel Jackson. The switch-hitting shortstop, Thomas Soto, will hit from the right side of the plate against the lefty, Samuel Jackson, here in the bottom of the first inning. And this one is low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Samuel Jackson wears number 18 for Regina, 6'5", 180, out of New Mexico University. Facing Soto here for the first time. Thomas gets his bat on this one, drifting and fair. Landed, it looked like right on the first base line, and Thomas Soto is safe with a stand-up double to lead off the Red Sox first. Soto has been getting hot of late. He's been stellar in the field as always, but especially in these home games. Thomas has put the bat on the ball, and we're still reveling in the July 4th home win here over the Saskatoon Berries with the leadoff solo home run that day. That's one that we'll be talking about for years. That was a signature Miller moment here in the sold-out park. It couldn't have been a better setting. Chris Franks comes to the plate here, the center fielder for Moose Jaw. The number 2 hitter, Will Edwards, is on deck. Will shows a bunt, but it is outside for ball 1. Defensively for Regina, I mentioned Samuel Jackson is the starting pitcher. The catcher is Mateo Pierre. The first baseman is Will Toger. The second baseman, Justin Samard. Third baseman, Brady Bye. Shortstop, Jake Fowler. The left fielder is Jalen Myers. Here's a liner towards second, and that is fielded by the second baseman, Samard. The liner for one away. Throw over to second, but Soto was back in time. One out as Chris Franks lines out to the second baseman. William Edwards comes to the plate for the Millers here with one out and one on in the bottom of the first inning. Hello, Wilma. Welcome. They saved your spot for you. The right fielder, Rain Kreklowitz, the center fielder, Ian Montz, just to finish it off here for the Regina Red Sox, who come into the game 11-19. First pitch in low for ball one, 1-0 from Samuel Jackson. High for ball two, 2-0. Samuel Jackson making his sixth start. He has a 1-1 record. He's pitched 21 1/3 innings this season, has an 8.02 ERA. Out of Sydney, Australia, the 6'5" lefty. The 2-0, this one piped for strike one called by home plate umpire Josh Braxma, 2-1. Runner goes, throw down to third, and Thomas Soto is safe with his league-leading 30th stolen base. And the go-ahead run now 90 feet away in the form of Thomas Soto, with Will Edwards looking at a 3-1 count here. Out of town, Okotoks a 3-1 lead at Saskatoon. That is bottom of the fourth inning. If the Dogs hold on, that'll pull the Millers to within a game and a half of the division lead. And Will Edwards draws the walk here, the one-out walk, and the Millers now have runners at first and third with Eduardo Sainz coming to the plate for the first time in this one. The first baseman. Swift Current a 6-4 lead at Brooks there in the fourth inning. Energy City, Fort McMurray scoreless in the top of the fourth. They played earlier with the Cactus Rats winning 3-2. Lethbridge a 4-0 lead at Sylvan there in the fourth inning. Medicine Hat Weyburn tied 3-3. Bottom of the third. Here, scoreless bottom of the first in the nightcap. Runners at first and third for Moose Jaw, and one out with Eduardo Sainz, the first baseman, at the plate for the first time tonight. Strike one called on Eddie. 1-1. Did I mention 18 degrees Celsius, 65 Fahrenheit at game time, 7:54 p.m. local. Wind south at 8. Doesn't get a whole lot better than this for a July evening. The 1-1 caught the inside corner for strike two, call 1-2. Crowd doesn't like that one here. They know their baseball, and they love their baseball here in Moose Jaw. Great baseball town. We've been playing baseball in this ballpark or on these grounds for over 100 years. 1-2 the count here on Eduardo Sainz. Runner goes. This one gets past the catcher, Pierre Thomas. Soto will score on the wild pitch. Team leading 39th run scored by Thomas Soto. Don't look now, but he's on pace to break his own record from last year. Yeah, that Jenna's jaw, that thump you just heard was Jenna's jaw hitting the floor, the press box. 1-0 Millers now, and to second base goes Will Edwards. Set a league record with 70 runs scored last season, did Thomas Soto. He's at 39, and we are just 2 games past the midway point. Could he hit 80? This one hit in the air to right. Coming over for it, the right fielder, Kreklovich, catches it in the sun. Will Edwards tags up, and he's safe at third. So Eduardo Saenz advances the runner, but he flies out to right field for 2 away. And Braden Bennell comes to the plate here for the Millers, who now lead 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Braden Bennell DHing tonight. Comes to the plate for the first time. From Bismarck State College is Braden Bennell, and you might have heard the fans calling out his name here in the crowd. It's a nice Tuesday night crowd here. I wonder if people looked at the schedule and knew that they were playing 2 here tonight, or officially 1.5. Either way, it's filled up nicely. This one hit in the gap to right center field, and Kreklowitz is over to make that catch to end the inning. Braden Bennell flies out to the right fielder. And we'll go to the second with the Millers up 1-0. Due up for the Red Sox, Toger, Jones, and Pierre. And you're watching WCBL Baseball on FloCollege.
Right center field, that player and the fan can win some cash.
Back at historic Ross Wells Park in Moose Jaw, top of the second we go for the visiting Regina Red Sox. Due up the numbers 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Will Toger, Cooper Jones, and Mateo Pierre. Folks, visit Ultimate Fan Zone, your authentic MLB fan store for official jerseys, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Game day every day at UFZ. Also pick up the latest and greatest Millers gear, as well as the lights come on here at Ross Wells Park for the start of the second inning. Weston Walls on the mound here for the Millers, the WCBL leader in innings pitched. And now one off the league strikeout lead held by his teammate, Jacob Glazber. The slider is in for ball 1, low and away, 1-0. The pecan farmer from Terrell, Texas. This one got away from Weston for ball 2, 2-0. Out of Central Methodist by way of Incarnate Word in San Antone, Weston Walls. 2-0 the count here on the leadoff hitter, Will Toger, the Red Sox first baseman. Here is a chopper foul down the third base line. Again, after tonight, the Millers go on the road for 5 in 5. They'll visit Medicine Hat Wednesday. They put a lot of runs on the board the last time they were in that ballpark. Athletic Park in Medicine Hat. Thursday at Brooks at Elks Field. Friday, Saturday at Lethbridge. Sunday back to Brooks. Swing and a miss from Toger. 2-2. Next home Millers game is Tuesday when they kick off a 4-game homestand. A pair against Fort McMurray Tuesday, Wednesday. A pair against Energy City. And then the All-Star festivities, July 18th and 19th in Saskatoon. So it will be no break for 6 of the Millers who will be heading to Saskatoon. Jen and I think we've guessed them all. But we'll see. Got to think we'd be getting an announcement soon, huh? Full count here on Will Toger, the lead-off hitter. And here is a roller towards short. Thomas Soto couldn't handle that one. And an error being charged to the shortstop. Will Toger reaches on an E here to lead off the second inning. And Cooper Jones comes to the plate here for the Regina Red Sox, the designated hitter from American Fork, Utah. And he plays collegiately at BYU. In a 1-0 Millers lead, the Red Sox have the tying run aboard and the go-ahead run at the plate. First pitch from Weston is in for a strike. 1 called, 0-1. Fastball is off the inside corner for strike 2 called, 0-2. If you're coming to a Millers game, be sure when you're coming through the Minute Muffler break and wheel ticket window to grab a magnetic schedule. These things are so handy. Presented by 2-for-1 Family Pizza, Busted Truck Service, KCS Marketing, the magnetic schedules. Heartland Financial Group, Roto's Pizza, and the Mad Greek, which I was at the Mad Greek last night. Did I tell you that? Swing and a miss from Cooper Jones for strikeout number 2 for Weston tonight, and that's 1 away in the top of the second inning. Mateo Pierre, the catcher, comes to the plate here for the Red Sox in a 1-0 lead. Mateo Pierre, the catcher, looking at a 1-0 count as Walls comes set and delivers with the slider outside for ball 2, 2-0. This one down the pipe from Walls, strike 1 called, 2-1. Reading from WCBLBaseball.com, he was a slam dunk for the honor. Third baseman Brady Bye, who hit a walk-off grand slam for the Red Sox on Canada Day against the 57s, is the SaskTel Saskatchewan Player of the Week for the period from Monday, June 29th through Sunday, July 5th. During that time, this is popped up and not playable. Out. Comes down near the Red Sox bullpen. During that time, the Regina product picked up 12 hits, 11 runs, 12 RBI, 3 home runs, and 2 stolen bases. All of that in a week. For the season, the Point University student is among the league leaders in hits with 39, homers with 9, and RBI with 39, and was announced as the SaskTel Player of the Week on Monday. But it's Mateo Pierre at the plate here now, looking at a 2-2 count. High for ball 3 from Walls. Rain Kreklowitz, the right fielder, is on deck for the Red Sox, who trail 1-0. And a swing and a miss from Pierre. Strikeout number 3 today. And officially, Weston Walls is back in the league lead in strikeouts with 52. One better than teammate Jacob Glazner as Rain Kreklowicz comes to the plate, the number 8 hitter, the right fielder out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He plays at Northeastern Oklahoma. 2 out and 1 on here in the top of the second inning of the nightcap. First pitch from Walls, in for strike 1, called 0-1. Red Sox will have Wednesday off before they welcome the Okotoks Dogs on Thursday. That'll be a good one for Red Sox fans to catch. Okotoks always fun to watch, not so much fun to play, as they lead the league in runs scored by a mile. 1-1 the count here on Rain Kreklowicz. Gets his bat on this one, but fouled down the third base line. 1-2. Well, we're getting these doubleheaders and suspended games knocked off and getting back to normal regularly scheduled programming here in the WCBL. After a rainy June, things are clearing off here in July, and it looks like smooth sailing and big crowds, as you see on our FloCollege cameras here tonight. Fastball from Weston is inside for ball 2, 2-2. If you are planning to head up to the All-Star festivities in Saskatoon July 18th, I would suggest don't wait. It's a big enough park. I think it's 2,200 it holds. Nowhere near Okotoks, but still the biggest in this division. This one fouled off into the crowd, down the third base line, and fans battled for that ball. I don't know who came up with it. Two and two the count here on the left-handed hitting Rain Kreklowicz. High for ball 3 from Walls. Full count. Kreklowicz at the plate, the number 8 hitter. On deck, the shortstop Jake Fowler. 2 out and 1 on here for the Red Sox in their half of the second inning. Walls comes set. And this one right down the middle, fouled off down the left field line, and out of play. Foul ball for Elk Ridge Glass. We know Glass. Call 631-0883. Full count on the right fielder, Rain Kreklowicz. This one hit in the air down the left field line. Pacey Phillips chasing, and he doesn't have a shot at it. It lands in the Miller's CNS Builders bullpen. Rain Kreklowicz stays alive at 3-2. Top of the second here at historic Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw. 2 out, 1 on for the visiting Red Sox, trying to extend this inning here. The payoff pitch from Walls gets the sign from the catcher, Jacob Mraz. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. 3 straight strikeouts to retire the side for the visiting Red Sox, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. Jacob Mraz, Pacey Phillips, and Michael Rego due up for the home side. 1-0 they lead it here on FloCollege Baseball.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Bottom of the second at Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw. Perfect night for baseball. Glad to have you with us on FloCollege. Would love to see you out here at the ballpark this summer. Word's getting around. This Millers team is hot, hot, hot. And Jacob Mraz is one of them. He'll come to the plate here to lead it off in the bottom of the second inning. The catcher who wears number 6. Mraz, Pacey Phillips, and Michael Rego due up for the Millers here. Jacob Mraz out of Meade, Colorado, plays at Colby Community College. And that is a big nod as to why these crowds are getting bigger. Word's getting around southern Saskatchewan that the Millers are a team you want to watch in person. Drawn big crowds both at home and on the road. First pitch in from Samuel Jackson, swing and a miss, 0-1 on Mraz. High for a ball, 1-1. Jacob Mraz has appeared in 17 games for the Millers this year, batting .296. 16 hits, 15 runs scored. 9 RBI. This one fouled off and not playable out onto Caribou Street as the kids scramble out there. There has been a lot here tonight. 1-2 the count on the catcher, Jacob Mraz. Fouls off another, same spot. Like I say, those kids are hanging around outside the ballpark just like those boats beyond the outfield wall in San Francisco. We've been watching the Blue Jays games at San Fran this week and have not been successful. They got bombed 10-1 last night. A rare Monday night off for the Millers afforded us the chance to catch that game. Check swing from Mraz, but it's a strike 3 called. And Mraz goes down looking. One away here in the bottom of the second inning. Pacey Phillips will come to the plate now, the left fielder out of Kerr Robert.
Number 9, Pacey.
Almost an every game player is Pacey. This is game number 23 for him out of the Millers 30. The left fielder, Pacey Phillips, at the plate here for Moose Jaw with 1 out and none on. First pitch swinging, foul down the third base line, not playable. Off the netting above the Millers CNS Builders bullpen. Millers baseball brought to you by Tim Hortons, Ottawa Real Estate, Moose Jaw Funeral Home, and Heartland Financial. The 1-1. That's low for a ball. 1-1. The count here on Mraz. On Pacey Phillips. Michael Rego is on deck here for Moose Jaw. Michael Muscles Rego. Is fouled off down the right field line. It was a lot of fun being at the team bonding session yesterday. Very grateful for the invitation from the coach, Michael Gonzalez, and good to see the guys out of uniform. They are a different looking crew, that's for sure. I'm talking variety, not strange. One and two, the count here. Curveball is swung on and fouled down the third base line, and not able to make the play is the third baseman, Brady Bye. The all-star, perennial all-star and player of the week, Brady Bye. Just didn't have a shot at that. As you can see, every seat filled down there in the Park Hotel Beer Gardens. You don't get a lot of nights like this on the calendar. People taking advantage of it here tonight. One and two, the count here on Pacey Phillips. This one fouled straight back. Pacey stays alive against the big lefty, the 6'5" lefty. Samuel Jackson. Sixth start of the season for Jackson. He's got a record of 1-1. Outside with this one, 2-2. .02 ERA for the big lefty from Sydney, Australia. This one swung on in the air to left, and coming over to make the catch is the left fielder, Jalen Myers, for 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning. Pacey Phillips flies out to the left fielder. Michael Rego comes to the plate here for the Moose Jaw Millers out of Bensonville, Illinois. Michael Muscles Rego. Concession humming here tonight. The Miller Express concession, operated by the Crush Can nightclub. Rego takes the first pitch in for a ball, 1-0. It's his first at bat of the ball game, the third baseman out of Ashland University. Sorry, St. Ambrose University. And this one down the pipe for strike one, called by home plate umpire Josh Braxma. 1-1. This one swung on, popped up down the first base line, and caught by the first baseman, Will Toger, to end the inning. Michael Rego flies out to the first baseman. We'll go to the third with the Millers up 1-0, and due up for them Jake Fowler, Jalen Myers, and Justin Simard. And you're enjoying WCBL baseball on FloCollege. Top of the third here at Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw. Jake Fowler will lead it off, the number 9 hitter coming to the plate for the first time. Jake Fowler, Jalen Myers, and Justin Simard are due up for the Millers. Still reveling and looking at the pictures in the break of our team bonding session yesterday at Freedom Stables at Pasqua, Saskatchewan, 11 miles outside of town, southeast of Moose Jaw. I want to thank the folks at Freedom Stables for welcoming the ball club, and I've driven by that thing 5,000 times in my life and always wondered what went on inside it. And it's a beautiful equestrian stable. Not a lot of teams do that, so you can see why this team is as close as it is. And thanks again. Weston Walls working into the third here for the Millers. First pitch swinging in the gap, right center field. That is going to land for a leadoff single for the leadoff hitter, Jake Fowler. Make that a double. Good wheels from the shortstop, Jake Fowler, a leadoff double here to begin the third for the Red Sox, who trail at 1-0. And we'll go to the top of the order. The left fielder, Jalen Myers, comes to the plate here for the Red Sox with Justin Simard on deck. Red Sox aren't going to want to drop both ends of this twin bill here tonight. These teams split on the weekend. A doubleheader in Regina. The Red Sox winning the opener. Miller's splitting it off with the nightcap. Thomas Soto up with this one. And the throw to first takes Eduardo Sainz off the bag. It's a single. Third hit of the ball game for the Red Sox. Jalen Myers with the single, and he's aboard, and the Red Sox now have runners at first and second with none away in the top of the third. Tying run at second, go-ahead run at first as Justin Samard, the second baseman, comes to the plate here for Regina in their red tops and gray pants, navy helmets. As Walls shakes off the sign from the catcher, Mraz. Checks the runner at second. Now the delivery, and Samard lays down the bunt right to Weston. Looks at third, throws to first, wild. And that's going to score a run. And being held up at third is Jalen Myers. Error being charged on the pitcher, and Justin Samard reaches on an error, the second committed by the Millers in the ball game. Jake Fowler scores, and it's a 1-1 game. And the go-ahead run is now at third in the form of Jalen Myers, and Justin Samard is at second. Jake Fowler scored the run, 1-1 the score here. Weston certainly had the right ID. He looked at third, saw he couldn't get it there in time, and then his throw to first was wild, hence the error. And now the Red Sox are threatening to take the lead for the first time today. Ian Mons, the center fielder, is at the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count on the center fielder. Brady Bye is on deck. And a swing and a miss, and down he goes for one away. Fifth strikeout on the wall for Weston Walls today. Brady Bye, the third baseman, will come to the plate here.
Number 2, Brady Bye.
Jalen Myers swatting away mosquitoes at third base. Justin Samard is at second as Brady Bye, the third baseman, comes to the plate. He grounded out to short in his last and only at bat in this game. He fouls this one off. 0-1. Will Toger is on deck for the Red Sox, who will be off Wednesday and host the Okotoks Dogs Thursday at Curry Field in Regina. Here's a roller to short. Takes a late hop. Wallachek to throw to first on time. He'll throw out the runner, the batter, Brady Bye, but it'll score a run. Jalen Myers comes across, and the Red Sox have their first lead of the night, 2-1. Brady Bye grounds out to the second baseman. And with two away, the first baseman, Will Toger, comes to the plate here for the Regina Red Sox. And they got a runner at third now. And two out here in the top of the third inning. Curveball from Weston is outside for ball 1-1-0. Two and 0 the count on the first baseman, Will Toger. He reached on an error back in the second inning. This is his second at bat. The 2-0. Check swing, he went. is the call from home plate umpire Josh Braxma. 2-1 on Will Toger. Cooper Jones is on deck for the Red Sox, who now lead it 2-1 in the third. Fastball from Weston right down the pipe. 2-2. By the time Will Toger thought about it, it was past him. Walls nods at the sign. Here's the delivery. Swung on and a tip foul. Toger stays alive at 2-2. Check of the standings in the West. Lethbridge leading it 19-6. Okotoks in second place with 22 wins. Here's a swing and a miss from Toger, and down he goes. Another strikeout on the wall for the Millers as we go to the bottom of the third. Wallachek, Soto, and Franks due up for the home side, who now trail 2-1 here on FloCollege Baseball.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Get ready for the sweetest baseball event in Canada. All the very best players from around the WCBL will be in the very best city for the 2026 All-Star Weekend. Don't be sour. Get your tickets to the summer's biggest baseball event now. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go
Bottom of the third in Moose Jaw Millers baseball, brought to you by Boston Pizza, Main and Thatcher, 54 Dental, and Canadian Tire. Moose Jaw lefty Samuel Jackson working into the third here for the visitors. Ben Wallachek is the leadoff hitter.
Leading off for your Moose Jaw Millers, number 13, Ben Wallachek.
Ben Wallachek, the leadoff hitter. Thomas Soto and Chris Franks due up behind him. When you hear ABBA, you know Ben Wallachek's coming to the plate. The always entertaining second baseman with the knee highs out of Western Missouri. Chatting with his dad, Lonnie, last night. That's the third college for Ben in his collegiate baseball career. Played at Indiana State prior to this stop at Western Missouri, where he was a teammate of Carter Beck's with the Sycamores. And Carter, a star in this league the last 2 years, but expecting to be called in the MLB draft coming up right away here in the month of July. 1-1 the count on Ben. Got his bat on this one, popped up, and the catch is made. Wow, by the catcher, Pierre, just inside the backstop for one away. Ben Wallachek flies out to the catcher to open the Millers' third. Thomas Soto comes to the plate for the second time tonight. He's doubled and scored a run in this 2-1 Millers deficit. It's his second at bat, comes here in the bottom of the third inning. Chris Franks is on deck. First pitch from Soto is fouled off. Hitting from the right side of the plate this time against the lanky left-hander, Samuel Jackson. Curveball from Jackson in for strike 2, called 0-2 on Soto. Leading the league now with 30 stolen bases is Thomas Soto. Grabbed one in the last game, the Millers' 12-6 victory here over the Red Sox. This one swung on and hit into the gap in right center field. That's fielded by the center fielder Montz, but Thomas Soto with his second hit of the game is aboard with a one-out single, and the center fielder from Worcester, Ohio, Chris Franks, comes to the plate here for the Millers. The tying run is at first. The go-ahead run is at the plate. Slider in for strike one, called 1-1 here on Chris Franks. Chris lined out to the second baseman last time up. It's his second at bat. Chris Franks, fourth on the club in batting average at .321, team leading 31 RBIs. Swing and a miss on this one, 1-2. Will Edwards on deck for Moose Jaw. Looking for their third straight victory here tonight. Knocked off these Red Sox in the nightcap of the Twin Bill Sunday at Curry Field. Just beat him 12-6 in the resume game here tonight. Here's the throw over. Soto's away to second and gunned down at second base for the second time today. The first time in this ball game. Thomas Soto thrown out trying to steal a second, and that's 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning. Two away now for Chris Franks, who's looking at a 1-2 count. This one lone away for a ball 2, 2-2. Red Sox under the guidance of their longtime skipper Ry Pathakos, guiding them to the championship last year. Thunder Bay, Ontario. Played for the club, well, the Regina Cyclones back in the 90s. Swing and a miss from Franks, down he goes, and that'll end the inning. Put a K on the board for Samuel Jackson. We'll go to the fourth with the Red Sox up 2-1 here on FloCollege Baseball.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Top 4 at Ross Wells Park in Moose Jaw. The numbers 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up for the visitors. Cooper Jones, Mateo Pierre, and Rain Kreklowitz for Regina, who now leads 2-1 following a 2-run third inning. Jalen Myers and Jake Fowler scored. Red Sox, after their 12th victory of the season, they sit 5th in the Eastern Division coming into this one tonight. Weston Walls on the mound working into the 4th, and the slider is in for strike one, called 0-1 from Walls. Oh, and 2 the count as Weston's got his stuff working here tonight. 6 strikeouts rung up for Weston. Fastball swung on, hit in the air to right field. Will Edwards to his left will make the catch for one away. Cooper Jones flies out to the right fielder, and that'll bring to the plate the catcher, Mateo Pierre. That's up to 55 strikeouts on the season for Weston Walls, leading the league. And again, his 46 2/3 innings pitched, by far the league leader in that stat. It's his 8th start of the season. This fastball is lined into the Red Sox dugout. Fortunately, no one was hit. Mateo Pierre, the catcher at the plate. He struck out back in the 2nd inning. Slider from Weston jumped on by Mateo Pierre. Soto fields that at short, and his throw over is in time for 2 away. Mateo Pierre grounds out to the shortstop, and with 2 away, Rain Kreklowitz, the right fielder, comes to the plate for the Regina Red Sox with Jake Fowler on deck. First pitch from Walls is in for a strike, 0-1. Game night sponsor is Bugsy's Irish Pub, sponsors of the Bugsy's Bullseye out in right center field. You may be able to see it on our cameras. Here's a chopper up the middle that'll get through. And Rain Kreklowitz with a 2-out single here in the top of the 4th inning reaches first. With the Red Sox leading 2-1 now, and the number 9 hitter, shortstop Jake Fowler, will come to the plate here for Regina.
Number 27, Jake Fowler.
0-1 the count here on Fowler, who doubled back in the 2nd inning. Slider from Walls is fouled off, 0-2. This one fouled off by Fowler. 1-2 the count. Plays for the Cerritos Falcons in Norwalk, California. His favorite movie is Rudy, Jenna. Did you know that? Did you ever watch Rudy? You know what it is? That's a no from our producer. It's a football movie. Here's a roller to second. Ben Wallachuk up with that, and the throw over to first is in time. Jake Fowler grounds out to the second baseman for 3 away. The Red Sox leave 1 on, and we will go to the bottom of the 4th. Will Edwards, Eduardo Saenz, and Braden Bennell due up for the Moose Jaw Millers, who trail at 2-1 here through 3.5. We'll be right back on FloCollege Baseball.
I'd like to call this another round of Do You
Number 27, William Edwards.
William Edwards will lead it off in the Millers' 4th. William Edwards, Eduardo Saenz, and Braden Bennell due up for the black and yellow, who are again looking for their 3rd consecutive victory here tonight and their 20th win on the season. Will Edwards walked back in the 1st inning and was left on base. Takes the first pitch in for ball 1-1-0. A 2-run 3rd inning has given the Regina Red Sox a 2-1 lead here on the road in the nightcap of this doubleheader. Outside for ball 2, 2-0. Three straight balls on Will Edwards, who again drew a walk back in the 1st inning. Not known for his patience really at the plate is Will Edwards, but he's up on this count 3-0. See if he swings on this one. No, outside for a 4-pitch walk. A leadoff walk for Will Edwards, and that will bring Eduardo Saenz to the plate here for Moose Jaw with a tying run at first and the go-ahead run at the plate. Eduardo Saenz from Texas A&M International. He flied out to right field back in the 1st inning. Everybody having fun in the ballpark tonight, dancing to the walk-up music. First pitch in for ball 1-1-0. Nobody up in the Red Sox bullpen here. Rye Pathakos comfortable having his starter work into the 4th. Samuel Jackson, who's allowed 2 hits and 1 run tonight. Fastball right down the middle on Eduardo. Strike 1 called, 1-1. Here is a roller to 3rd. Up with that, Brady by. Wow, to 2nd, and they turn the double play. Will Edwards gunned down at 2nd. Eduardo Saenz thrown out at 1st. And that's 2 away. 5-4-3 on the putout. And with 2 away, Braden Bennell comes to the plate here for Moose Jaw. Had the time last night chatting with the dads. Lonnie Wallachuk, of course, father of the returning veteran Ben Wallachuk, chatting with Kip Ransom. Here is a broken bat roller to 3rd. Brady by up with that, and this one is wild and turning The base is Braden Bunnell, and he is safe at second. They'll count him a single and take second on the wild throw. Braden Bunnell is away to second base with a 2-out single, and Jacob Mraz comes to the plate here, the catcher. Anyways, the thought was this, chatting with Kip Ransom, the father of Caden, the rookie designated hitter, what a season the Millers have had this year, going after their 20th win tonight in their 30th game. Check that 40th game. Last season, they had 27 wins total and finished fourth in the Eastern Division. Yeah, do it. Their 30th game tonight, my bad. Going after their 20th win and still half a season to go. Pretty much. This one fouled straight back by Jacob Mraz and out of play. So that's the kind of season the Millers have put together under first-year coach Michael Gonzalez. He's got to be getting some consideration for Coach of the Year, depending how it all plays out. But 8 wins off last year's total with half a season to go, coming into tonight at 19-11. Upgraded pitching staff, more power in the lineup, and this is what you get. But they trailed 2-1 here tonight. This pitch outside from Samuel Jackson, 2-1. Outside for a ball, 3-1. Jacob Mraz at the plate. He struck out back in the second. Pacey Phillips is on deck here. 2 on Red Sox in the fourth. 2 out and a runner at second for the Millers. Here's a 3-1. This one popped up, foul, and out of play. Millers baseball brought to you by Casino Moose Jaw. Always open late. Westrom Lumber. End of the Roll Flooring Center. And Cypress Paving. Samuel Jackson tucks in his jersey, the 6'5" lefty from Sydney, Australia. Here's the payoff pitch on the catcher, Jacob Mraz. High for ball 4. And the Millers have runners now at first and second with 2 away. And Pacey Phillips, the left fielder, comes to the plate here for Moose Jaw.
Number 9, Pacey Phillips.
Pacey batting .282 on the season. And we get a stoppage and play, a mound visit for the Red Sox. We'll pause a moment. 2-1 Red Sox lead in the fourth on FloCollege.
Ballroom talk, we're talking softball. From Maine to San Diego, talking softball.
Okay, my fellow perimenopause women, and also the men of our age bracket as well.
Number 9, Pacey Phillips.
There's a throw down to second from the catcher, Pierre, and back safely is Braden Bunnell. Pacey Phillips at the plate here. 0-1 the count on him. Jacob Mraz at first, Braden Bunnell at second. This one swung on by Pacey and fouled back and out of play. 0-2 the count. Millers will be at Medicine Hat tomorrow, starting the first of 5 games in 5 nights. You can catch this one on FloCollege Baseball Wednesday. Eden to Brooks Thursday, Lethbridge Friday, Saturday, Brooks Sunday, and then back home for a day off Monday before welcoming Medicine Hat Tuesday night in the first of a 4-game homestand that'll lead into the All-Star break. 0-2 the count here on Pacey Phillips. Jackson delivers, swung on by Pacey and fouled back and out of play again. Home plate umpire Josh Braxma calls time. 2 out, 2 on here in the Millers' 4th. Pacey Phillips flied out to left, back in his only other at bat tonight. Here's a roller down towards second. Samard up with that. The toss over to second base. And that will end the inning. Pacey Phillips grounds out to the second baseman. And that will end the inning. We'll go to the 5th with the Red Sox up 2-1 here. And you're enjoying it all on FloCollege Baseball. Rod and Jenna back with you here for the top of the 5th inning at historic Roswells Park in Moose Jaw. 2-1 the Red Sox lead. Weston Walls prances out to lead the Millers into the 5th inning here. 6 strikeouts on the board for the league leader in that category, Weston Walls, here tonight, and he will face the numbers 1, 2, and 3 hitters, top of the order for the Red Sox. Jalen Myers, Justin Samard, and Ian Montz. Jacob Mraz catching Weston Walls here tonight. The first-year Miller out of Meade, Colorado, who plays at Colby Community College. And they got something good going on, that combo. Jalen Myers comes to the plate here for the Red Sox. The left fielder has singled twice in his 2 prior at-bats this evening. Weston Walls has pitched 4, allowed 5 hits and 2 runs to this point. Fastball, the opening offering is in for strike 1. 0-1. Eighth start for Weston here on the season. Fastball is high for a ball, 1-1. 4.05 ERA for Walls. The product of Terrell, Texas. The 1-1 is outside for a ball, 2-1. Check the out-of-town scoreboard in a moment. 7 games on tap in the WCBL tonight. Keeping our eye now, scoreboard watching, on what's going on in Saskatoon as the Millers have crept to within a game and a half of the division-leading Berries. Swing and a miss, and Down, 2-2 the count here on Myers. It's 3-1 Okotoks. Last we checked in the 5th at Saskatoon. May have an update on that. Hang tough. Here's the 2-2 on Jalen Myers. This one hit in the air to right. Will Edwards back toward the track, and he'll make the catch. The leadoff hitter, Jalen Myers, flies out to right field to open the 5th inning. And Justin Samard, the second baseman, will come to the plate for Regina. The Molson beer batter tonight. He is flied out to right and reached on an error this evening. Justin Samard, the veteran Red Sox from Ladera Ranch, California. He plays at the University of Missouri at St. Louis. This one swung on high, not that deep. Chris Franks moving over to his right to make the catch for 2 away. Justin Samard flies out in the 5th. That's 2 away. And 2 beer for $10 for the rest of the inning, as he is the Molson beer batter. We do have an update from Cairns Field in Saskatoon. Okotoks 6, Saskatoon 4. In a battle of 2 of the top clubs in the WCBL entering the night. Ian Mons, the center fielder, comes to the plate here for Regina. First pitch swinging, fouls it back, 0-1. Swing and a miss from the 6'4" center fielder, 0-2. He has struck out twice already tonight. Looks like Weston Walls is his nemesis, at least tonight. Weston looks in and delivers the 0-2. That is right down the middle. Strike 3 call. And Mons goes down looking, and that is the 7th strikeout of the game for Weston. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Rego, Wallachek, and Soto due up for the Millers, who trail it 2-1 here on FloCollege Baseball.
This July, the Okotoks Dogs and Baseball Canada will host the Road to Okotoks and the Morneau Cup National Championship at the Siemens Stadium Complex from July 14th to 19th. Come watch the top 16 youth baseball teams from across the country. These are the future stars of Canadian baseball, tomorrow's collegiate standouts and professional players, all chasing a national championship. Don't miss a week of elite competition, unforgettable moments, and the future of Canadian baseball in Okotoks.
Nice henna, by the way. How long does it last? Well, if you like defense, and we do, we got quite a battle going on here tonight in the Band City. Samuel Jackson, the starter for the Red Sox, pitching into the 5th here as his Red Sox lead at 2-1. Michael Muscles Rego. I just can't get enough of that nickname. Comes to the plate here for the Millers to lead it off in their half of the 5th inning. The third baseman, the number 8 hitter, leads it off. Rego, Wallachek, and Soto due up for Moose Jaw. It's the second plate appearance for Michael Rego tonight. He flied out to first back in the 2nd inning. And first pitch swinging, and that felled the catcher, Pierre. I don't know where it caught him. He goes down, and the skipper, Rypathakos, charges out of the dugout to have a look at his catcher from France. Caught him in the right foot area. But he appears to be fine. 0-1 the count here on Michael Rego, who's appearing in his 26th game of the season for Moose Jaw, batting .286 on the year. Miller's Baseball brought to you by Heartland Financial Group. That's where you'll find General Manager Corey Olofsson. Most days, Heidelberg Materials, and McDougall Acres Grain X. 0-1 the count on Rego. Make that 0-2 after a swing and a miss. Ben Wallachek on deck here for the Millers, the black and yellow, after their 20th win of the season here tonight. And a swing and a miss, and down he goes. A leadoff strikeout for Michael Rego here in the 5th. And Ben Wallachek comes to the plate for the second time. Ben's got quite a history with this Regina team. There's no love lost, I can tell you that. That's what makes rivalries fun. It was Michael Gonzalez that got tossed out of the game on Sunday at Curry. First pitch in for a strike on Wallachek, 0-1. Throws down the bunt. Barehanded by the third baseman Brady Bye, but he can't handle it. And Ben Wallachek is aboard with a bunt single with one away here in the 5th inning. The tying run now at first as we go to the top of the order, and Thomas Soto comes to the plate for Moose Jaw. Thomas tonight has doubled and singled, 2 for 2. Scored a run back in the first inning, thrown out in the 3rd, trying to steal second. Here he's trying to get Wallachek home with one away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch from Jackson is high and outside for ball 1, 1-0. Soto comes into the day batting .305. Outside with that one. Ball 2, 2-0. He and Chris Franks lead the club with 19 walks each. 3-0. Thomas is up in the count. Soaking in every moment of his final season here with the Millers. Season number 4. Fan favorite. Strike 1 called off the outside edge. 3-1 on Soto. Chris Franks is on deck here as we're in the top of the order. Millers trailing 2-1. The starter Samuel Jackson looks in for the sign. Swung on and fouled down the right field line. Into the Red Sox bullpen. 3-2 now as Jackson's come back in the count. Wallachek at first. He's a threat on the base paths as well, with 18 stolen bases, second most on the club behind Soto's 30. Here's the payoff pitch on Thomas Soto. And inside at the waist for a ball 4, and Soto's aboard with a 1-out walk here in the 5th inning, and Chris Franks will come to the plate. And a mound visit, and I think we're getting a pitching change for the Red Sox, who lead it 2-1 here in the 5th. We'll be back in a moment on FloCollege Baseball. All right, I apologize. No, staying in the game is the starting pitcher, Samuel Jackson, here with runners at first and second and one out, and Chris Franks coming to the plate here for the Millers. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1-1-0. After a word with the pitching coach of the Red Sox, Samuel Jackson feels he's fine, and we'll see how this unfolds here in the bottom of the fifth inning with Millers with runners at first and second. Throw to second. No one was on the bag. Ben Wallachek was back, and I don't think the shortstop, Fowler, expected it. High for ball 2-0. Ben Wallachek at second. Thomas Soto at first. Two absolute menaces on the base paths here for the Millers. Key point in the ball game here. 2-0 the count on Chris Franks. 2-1 Regina leads. Millers with two men on and one out. The lefty, Jackson, checks the runner at second. High for ball 3-0. Water's getting high here on Samuel Jackson, the Red Sox starter from Sydney, Australia, out of New Mexico University. Strike one called on Franks. He watches the 3-0. 3-1 the count. Swung on by Franks and fouled, backing out of play. 3-2. Samuel Jackson has battled back in this at-bat. Full count on Chris Franks and one away. Runners at first and second. And there is action in the bullpen for Regina. Here's the 3-2, high for ball 4. And the Millers have the bases loaded here with one out in the fifth inning. To third goes Wallachek. To second goes Soto, and Chris Franks is aboard with a one-out walk. And Rai Pathakos comes out, and we are getting that pitching change for Regina here in the fifth, who leads 2-1. We'll be right back here on FloCollege Baseball. Number 45, Garrett Mullins comes into the game for the Regina Red Sox in relief out of Perry, Florida. And his Red Sox leading it 2-1, but the bases are loaded for the Millers with one out. For the starter, Samuel Jackson, he worked 4 1/3. Quality start, I'd say. Allowed 3 hits, 1 run, struck out 3, and walked 4. Garrett Mullins comes into the game with the fire rising here. William Edwards comes to the plate here for the Millers. 1 out, bases loaded, bottom of the 5th inning. Will tonight has walked twice. See what Garrett Mullins has up his sleeve here, trying to get the Red Sox out of a jam in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lots of chatter in the ballpark here at the Ross tonight. What a fun night it's been. And the first pitch is in for strike 1. Are those Soto dogs? Best hot dog I ever had, the Thomas Soto hot dog, I'll tell you that. It was outstanding. That's all I'm going to eat from now on. 0-1 the count here on Will Edwards. Outside for ball 1, 1-1. Garrett Mullins has worked 1 2/3 innings on the season. Tip foul by Edwards, 1-2. Garrett Mullins, 5'11", 190 from Perry, Florida, plays at Point University. One and two, the count on Will Edwards. Low for a ball, 2-2 on Willie. The 2-2 swung on by Edwards and fouled into the first base stands. 2-2, Edwards stays alive. Before Point University, Garrett Mullins played at Coastal, Alabama, in Bay Minette, Alabama. Here's the 2-2 from Mullins. Swung on by Edwards, fouled out of play again down the first base line, right into the same spot. The noise getting louder and louder in the ballpark here. 2-2 the count, one out, bases loaded. Garrett Mullins, first man he's facing is Will Edwards here with Eduardo Saenz on deck. The catcher, Mateo Pierre, gives him the sign. 5'11", Garrett Mullins, 190. Comes set, delivers, low for a ball, full count. And that Miller's dugout's getting fired up. Michael Gonzalez claps his hands down the third base line in the coach's box. Key moment here, full count on Edwards. One out, bases loaded. Inside, no, strike three called, and Will can't believe it. Whew. Not a popular call by the home plate umpire, Josh Braxma. Will Edwards strikes out looking. And Eduardo Saenz comes to the plate here for Moose Jaw, with now 2 out and the bases loaded. In the 5th inning, Eduardo Saenz today is 0 for 2 at the plate. He's flied out to right and hit into a double play back in the 4th inning in his last at bat. 2 out, bases loaded. Garrett Mullins, the reliever, looks in and delivers a slider in for strike 1 called. The 0-1 fouled off by Saenz and out of play. Point University is in West Point, Georgia. That's where Garrett Mullins played as a senior. A private evangelical Christian college in West Point, Georgia, no less. Here's the 0-2 on Eddie Saenz with the bases loaded. Mullins looks in for the sign. And here's the delivery. Low for a ball, 1-2. Eduardo Saenz at the plate. Braden Bennell is on deck. 2-1, Red Sox in the 5th. Bases loaded here. 2 out. Outside for ball 2, 2-2. Here's a roller that'll get through into left field. That'll score Wallachek. That'll score Soto. And safe at third with a slide is Chris Franks, and safe at second with a 2-run double is Eduardo Saenz, and the Millers take the lead. That brought them off their hands in the ballpark. A 2-run 5th has given the Millers a 3-2 lead, and they're not done yet as the designated hitter, Braden Bennell, comes into the game.
Braden Bennell.
Chris Franks is at third. Eduardo Saenz at second with 2 out. Check swing from Bennell. It's ball. He didn't go. Ball 1. Millers had a 1-0 lead until the 3rd. And now they've retaken the lead here in the 5th inning. Ball 2, low and in the dirt. 2-0 here on Braden Bennell. Jacob Mraz is on deck, as it's gotten really loud down the Millers' third base line and in their dugout and from the fans over there. Another entertaining ball game between these two. It always is. The home opener featured the Millers and the Red Sox here. Millers won it on a solo shot by Chris Franks in the bottom of the 9th. Here's a roller to short. Up with that, the shortstop Fowler. Throw to first is in time to end the inning, but not before the Millers put 2 on the board. They'll take a 3-2 lead into the 6th inning. Due up for the Red Sox by Toger and Jones. And you're watching Tuesday night WCBL baseball on FloCollege.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Fix about anything a hammer can handle. Saving on the money cause the Gary don't gamble. Ain't a lot of girls going by Debbie anymore, but they got the same nicotine pouring out the pores. Time leaves town but the minute hand stays. There ain't a lot of boys named Gary these days.
Top 6 at Roswells Park in Moose Jaw. Weston Walls carrying now a 3-2 lead into the 6th. Got some run support there in the 5th inning from his mates, and he'll face Brady By, Will Toger, and Cooper Jones here for the Regina Red Sox in the top of the 6th inning. Millers Baseball brought to you in part by Tim Hortons, Ottawa Real Estate, and Moose Jaw Funeral Home. The first pitch in from Walls is in for ball 1-0. Brady By tonight, the reigning player of the week, is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to short and grounded out to second base. Here is a roller down to third. Michael Ray go up with that on the fly. Throw to first is on target. One away. Brady By grounds out to the third baseman. To open the 6th, and the first baseman, Will Toger, will come to the plate for a third time. The first baseman tonight has reached on an error and struck out. Will Toger batting .327 on the season. His 110 at-bats are second only to Brady By's 114. Wall's off-speed delivery is swing and a miss, 0-1 from Toger. Seven strikeouts unofficially for Walls so far tonight. Fastball swung on in shallow right field. And the catch is made by the first baseman, Eduardo Saenz, for 2 away. Will Toger flies out to the first baseman, and the designated hitter, Cooper Jones, from American Fork, Utah, comes to the plate here for the Regina Red Sox with 2 out in the 6th inning. Weston Walls looks as fresh as if he was just starting the game. Slider in outside for ball 1-0 here on the DH. Well, things look a little better now for Moose Jaw. This one fouled, backing out of play, 1-1. In terms of the lead, a win here and a Barry's loss to Lethbridge would bring the Millers to within a half game of the division lead. And it's 6-4 Okotoks in the bottom of the 9th at Saskatoon. Swing and a miss from Cooper Jones. A big cut on the heater from Walls. 1-2. Fouled off, and Cooper Jones stays alive. Mateo Pierre, the catcher, is on deck. Fastball low and in the dirt, 2-2 from Walls. Red Sox under the guidance of skipper Roy Pathakos, assistant coaches Jackson, Alinez, Zane, Paulin, and Braden Cobb. Team manager is Gary Brotzel. Here's the 2-2 on Cooper Jones. Right to the mound. Weston Walls up with that. The underhanded toss to first. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning as Cooper Jones grounds out to the pitcher. And we'll go to the bottom of the sixth with the Millers leading 3-2. And due up for Moose Jaw, Jacob Mraz, Pacey Phillips, and Michael Rago. We'll be right back in a moment here on FloCollege.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Get ready for the sweetest baseball event in Canada. All the very best players from around the WCBL will be in the very best city for the 2026 All-Star Weekend. Don't be sour. Get your tickets to the summer's biggest baseball event now. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play.
Really? What? What? It's a double header. But it is. We let two games. Because it was at the end of the game. We in the house, so we here to stay. You're good, whatever.
Bottom six in Moose Jaw. We're only playing 7 in this one. So things are looking even brighter for the Millers, who have a 3-2 lead, and Jacob Mraz will lead it off here in the Millers' 6th. Jacob Mraz, Pacey Phillips, and Michael Rago due up for Moose Jaw, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. And again, they lead it 3-2. Garrett Mullins on the mound here for the Regina Red Sox. The reliever out of Perry, Florida, facing Jacob Mraz for the first time in this game. One and one very quickly the count here on Jacob Mraz. Tonight's catcher, who has struck out and walked for the home side. Pacey Phillips on deck here for Moose Jaw. Saskatoon Berries have come back and tied it in the bottom of the ninth, 6-6 against Okotoks. And they're still at the plate. Bad news there for the Millers as far as scoreboard watching goes. 1-2 the count here on the leadoff hitter, Mraz. This one fouled straight back near the press box. 1-2 on the catcher from Meade, Colorado. And a swing and a miss, and down goes Mraz. A leadoff strikeout here in the Millers' 6th. Pacey Phillips will come to the plate here for the Millers, the left fielder. I'm just trying to look up where Perry, Florida is. See if it's anywhere near me. I didn't think it would. No, it's up there near the Panhandle, on the Panhandle, yeah. It's a long ways from my home in Boca Raton, Florida. Explains why he's played collegiately at Alabama, Coastal, and now Point University in Georgia. I'm talking about Garrett Mullins, the reliever here for Regina, his hometown, Perry, Florida. It is a bigger state than you think, especially when you drive it from one end to the other. This one in for strike one called. 1-1 on Pacey Phillips, the left fielder. Pacey's 0 for 2 at the plate tonight. He's flied out to left and grounded out to second. Low for a ball, 2-1. Swift Current Brooks tied 11-11 in the bottom of the 8th at Elks Field in Brooks. Medicine Hat an 11-5 lead at Weyburn there in the bottom of the 8th. Here's a one-hopper to second. That's fielded by the second baseman Samard for 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pacey Phillips grounds out to the second baseman, and Michael Rego comes to the plate here for Moose Jaw, who leads 3-2. Michael Rego has flied out to first and struck out tonight, 0 for 2. .510 180 from Bensonville, Illinois. And the first pitch hit him on the lower back, and Michael Rego is away to first after being hit by a pitch here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And I don't think that one tickled. Michael winced as he turned and took first base. Ben Wolochek will come to the plate here for Moose Jaw. Ben tonight is flied out to the catcher and has a bunt single to his credit and has scored a run. Runner goes, throw down to second, and safe at second with a stolen base is Michael Rego. Guess that pitch that hit him couldn't have stung too bad. 7th stolen base for Michael Rego on the ball and on the season. 2 out, runner at second now. And an 0-1 count on Wolochek. Garrett Mullins checks the runner at second. Runner goes. Ben fouls this one off. Straight back and out of play. 0-2 the count here on the Wichita, Kansas product, Ben Wolochek. This one fouled off as well. Back, and this one is out of the ballpark. Foul ball for Elk Ridge Glass. We know Glass. Garrett Mullins on the mound here for the Regina Red Sox. He came on in the 5th with 1 out and the bases loaded. And a 2-1 lead at the time. It's now 3-2 Millers. 2 out here. And an 0-2 count on Wolochek. Outside for a ball, 1-2. They're in the 10th inning in Saskatoon now. Berries and visiting Okotoks Dogs. Tied 6-6. Here's a roller to short. And Wolochek legs that one out. Ben Wolochek aboard with a single. To third goes Michael Rego. And we go to the top of the order with Thomas Soto coming to the plate here for the Moose Jaw Millers. Kids chanting, "Let's go Soto," in the crowd Thomas coming to the plate for a fourth time. Tonight he is a double, a single, and a walk. First pitch in high for ball 1-0. Runners on the corners here and 2 away. Michael Rago at third, Ben Wallachek at first. Soto at the plate, Chris Franks on deck. Runner goes. This one fouled off by Soto. 1-1. The switch hitter now hitting from the right side of the plate. The 1-1 coming from Garrett Mullins. Now the runner goes, gets his bat on this one in the air to left field. That's going to land down in front of the left fielder, Myers. That scores Rago. That scores Wallachek. And it's a 2-run double for Thomas Soto here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Told you earlier, Thomas Soto getting hot at the right time. A double for SaskTel SecureTech. Don't let anybody steal home on you. Check out SaskTel SecureTech for all the best home security options. And a mound visit from the Red Sox, who now trail 5-2, and we'll step back a moment here on FloCollege Baseball.
Number 4, Chris Franks.
Chris Franks comes to the plate here for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Now 2 out and a runner at second. That's Thomas Soto. He sent Michael Rago and Ben Wallachek home. See what Franks can do here. First pitch swinging a miss. 0-1 against the reliever Garrett Mullins. Will Edwards on deck now with 2 out in the bottom of the 6th, and the Millers have opened up their biggest lead of this game, 5-2. Tip foul by Franks, 0-2. Garrett Mullins on the mound here for the Red Sox in a relief role, trying to get Franks out and live for the 7th inning. We're only playing 7 here on this doubleheader night here at Roswell's Park. Here's the 0-2 on Franks. Swung on and down he goes, and that will end the inning. We'll go to the 7th with the Millers now up 5-2. We'll return in a moment and do up for the visitors Mateo Pierre, Rain Kreklowitz, and Jake Fowler. We'll be right back on FloCollege Baseball.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. String 'em. your local lawyers.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Weston Walls leads the Millers out, the 6'5" fireballer from Terrell, Texas, to close this thing out. Millers up 5-2 going to the top of the 7th inning. The Regina Red Sox batting order here, the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Red Sox. Mateo Pierre, the catcher, right fielder Rain Kreklowitz, and shortstop Jake Fowler. Weston Walls tugs at his cap, shakes his head and steps in, gets the sign from Jacob Mraz. Facing the catcher, Mateo Pierre here, who is 0 for 2 at the plate, and now Weston steps off. Home plate umpire Josh Braxma calls time. Seven strikeouts for Weston Walls through 6 innings worked. Mateo Pierre, the catcher from France, has struck out and grounded out to short tonight in his 2 at-bats. Swing and a miss from Pierre, 0-1. This one fouled off, 0-2. Plays at Arizona Western, 6'1", 205. Mateo Pierre, their catcher tonight in both games. 0-2 the count on him as Walls looks in. Outside for ball 1, 1-2. Rain Kreklowitz, the right fielder, on deck here. Millers looking for their 3rd straight win and maybe inch to within a half game of the division lead. Swing and a miss, strikeout number 8 as down goes Mateo Pierre. And Rain Kreklowitz will come to the plate now for the Red Sox, the right fielder, with Jake Fowler on deck. Remember, after tonight, the Millers will go on the road for 5 in a row. 5 in 5 nights, and then not back here until next Tuesday when they open a 4-game homestand. Fastball is inside for a ball, ball 1. Right in the exact same spot, ball 2. That one's piped with a fastball, 2-1 count as the crowd gets loud here in Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw. They've thoroughly enjoyed this one tonight. Back and forth ball game, 3 lead changes. 2-1 the count here on Kreklowitz. Two and two. Swing and a miss. Down goes Rain Kreklowitz. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the 7th As I told you, Walls is as fresh as if he started the game. And Jake Fowler comes to the plate here for Regina, who's down to its final out. The shortstop at number 9 hitter. Tonight he has doubled and grounded out to the second baseman. 5-2 Millers, bottom of the 7th and perhaps final inning. Slider in from Weston is in for strike one, called 0-1. They're still going in Saskatoon, 6th, 10th inning, Berries and Dogs at the Next Gen patch. The 0-1. Fastball swung on. 0-2. Nine strikeouts so far for Weston in this one, the league strikeout leader. And 0-2 the count here on Jake Fowler. Walls looks in for the sign, nods, kicks, and here's the delivery, high for ball one, 1-2. Jalen Myers is on deck, number 9, the number 1 spot hitter. 1-2 the count here on Jake Fowler, the shortstop. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. Strikeout number 10 ends the ball game. That's our ball game. The Millers pull it out in comeback fashion, 5-2 over the Regina Red Sox. They've won 3 in a row. Now on the road for 5. Back here next Tuesday night against Medicine Hat. One more time, your final. The Moose Jaw Miller Express 5, the Regina Red Sox 2. For Jenna Moore, this is Rod Peterson saying goodnight, everybody, from Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw.
I hate it scared of it, put the pearls, soon as I hit the club,